He's an 8-time All-Star, a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, and most notably, Pedro Martinez was part of the legendary Red Sox lineup that helped break Boston's curse and delivered the city its first World Series championship in 86 years. At the TD Garden last night, Mayor Tom Menino presented Martinez with the New England Sports Museum's Lifetime Achievement Award at the 11th annual The Tradition. With this latest honor, Martinez joins the ranks of other Boston sports legends, including Larry Bird, Curt Schilling, and Mickey Ward. And with me now is Red Sox alumni Pedro Martinez. Welcome, Pedro.
Well, thank you very much. Very happy to be here.
That was quite an honor last night.
Yes, it was. I was extremely proud, extremely happy to not only receive the award, but finally solidified myself as a true Bostonian, now forever. I believe when you get that award, that makes you a Bostonian forever. And even though I am in everybody's heart here to stay forever, yesterday I completely solidified our relationship.
I think people want to hear that. You know, when you came back for the 100th anniversary of Fenway, you said that you never felt more comfortable pitching anywhere like Fenway Park, and yet it always seems like, you know, people wear out their welcome. You and now Kevin Youkilis and Johnny Damon, Nomar Garcia. Did you feel that way at some point, that you had worn out your welcome here?
No, to be honest to you, no. I've always felt like it's been a parade, because the last time I was here, while being in Boston still, was during the parade. And every time I came back to Boston, every time I have been back to Boston, it's been always rejoiceful and happy, and everybody embraces me like the parade continues for me, and I feel totally different than probably anybody else, because every time I come in, I'm welcome, I'm loved, I'm recognized, and it's been totally a party for me every time I come in.
People really want to know, what's the difference between fans in New York, you played for the Mets after here, and just the way you were received there versus here? Did you ever feel as comfortable there?
No, I could never say that I was as comfortable as I am in Boston. Well, every time I meet one of my fans anywhere, because you find Boston fans anywhere, and in the places that you least expect to find a Boston fan, there they are. And I always tell them, I'm a Bostonian. Yeah. I'm a Bostonian. And right away we identified each other. And you know, one thing I've noticed is that I know New York has, you know, the fan base with the Yankees and the Mets and Philadelphia. I got to play for Philadelphia half a season, and they're also good fans to the Phillies and very supportive. But Boston has a unique way to love their Red Sox, and the only way I can probably express it and say it is that they are the most loyal fans I've ever seen. And I keep repeating that, but it's just that I see Boston struggle. I saw Boston not win a championship, see so many heartbreaking losses, being so close, so many games ahead, and then lose that lead. I saw the Boston fans suffer for so many years and still be there year after year after year. Fenway has not missed a fan in one of their seats, and it's something to admire.
It is.
To see how loyal those fans are towards their team, regardless of what happened.
Even now.
Yeah, even now. See, we're going through struggles, but
inching up.
Yeah, but I think they're going to do good. The thing is that the team hasn't played together all year. Yeah. And I think once they get, you know, the guys that are hurt together now in the second half, playing with the true team, I think they can be one of the best teams in the American League.
I think a lot of people are curious what this is behind us. This is a portrait of you in the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., part of the Smithsonian Collection, which is a real honor. There's only a couple of sports figures at all in the National Portrait Gallery. You are one of them. This is a local artist who you know, Susan Miller Havens, who's a friend of yours. She's from Cambridge. How did this come to be? It's a spectacular portrait, I have to say, full body. It captured the intensity of your face when you were when you were pitching? How did it come to be that you got this?
Well, me and Susan became friends, and I got to visit her studio, and I started looking at so many things, and the thing that impressed me the most wasn't really the paintings that she had in the studio. It was more of probably the flowers she had. And when she knew I love flowers and I love gardens and I love gardening, she right away identified herself with me because she loves flowers, she loves gardening, that's how she gets relaxed. She loves music too, different kinds of music. And we started talking. We became really good friends. And Susan decided to go see me in Fenway Park. And that day, even though it was a great game, that was probably the toughest at bat I had. And Susan kept reading everything about me. Just the way I was looking at her paintings and the flowers and the way she had everything set up for her to focus. The same way she saw everything in me when I was pitching. And she decided to paint it. Little did we know that the portrait was going to be, in the National Portrait Gallery, that we were going to go so far with it. But Susan just wanted to paint a real image of the person she knew. The gestures that I had in my hands, what I wanted to say, an impression I have in my face, and she did an unbelievable job.
We should say, though, the real reason it's there is because of how much you've done for your native country, the Dominican, and the mission you're on, because they don't take, just because you're a great baseball player, that's not a reason to get into the National Portrait Gallery. So it's a lot more than that. Yes,
Susan has a few reproductions that she did, and we came together, we came up with the idea of using some of those reproductions that are very limited to actually help open doors for students and for education, and to bring kids opportunity to actually become the next Susan Miller-Haven or the next Pedro Martinez or the next Robert Parrish or someone like that. But we just wanted to help education and actually do something positive for the community. In the Dominican here in Boston, I have a few students that I have picked up. A lot of people don't know that my foundation is working since 1998. The first moment I got to Boston, I opened a foundation, and I have a few students that I can say I help become professionals from my foundation, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, fans, eat your heart out. I got a signed baseball from Pedro Martinez. Listen, Mayor Menino asked you to move back here. What are the chances? I know you've got family in Dominican and you've got other opportunities, but you're retired now. Come on.
But see, Boston is home too.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna please Mayor Menino, and I'm gonna come back to my home.
Yeah, they heard it here first. All right, Pedro Martinez. We'll see you when you move back here.
Well, thank you very much. I'm always very happy to come back home.
Awesome. All right.